Hey, hello everyone. Thank you for stopping by. I'm working on the train yard, and I built this little box here. It's not really that small. It's 18 inches long, 5 inches tall. Going to be on the fascia. But this will be for all the turnouts one way or another. Now I've got 5 that are along towards the back wall, and those are all operated by switch machines. So those turnouts I gotta have the buttons to make sure everything works. So if I'm going to go through that, I'm not going to have them dangling around wondering which one's which. I'm just going to go ahead and install them. So these switches look like that, okay? And they are the farthest away and the farthest to the left. So what I'm going to do, as soon as I get done with this video, here's how it goes. These are 1 inch wide pieces that I cut, and this has got a 3/4 inch frame, but I'm giving a little extra all the way around just for fun. But those are going to go like that. And in these bags here, they give you a template for drawing holes. Okay? And if you can see that in the different lighting, the outline of that is the same as this. Okay? So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to line these up in a row, 3, 4, 5. So it gives itself enough spacing, from the framing, but also from the next switch next to it. So if I just line these up, I'll clamp this down. I'll have this all nice and neat, and tape it down, and then drill those holes. Now the holes, you start out with a smaller bit, and you work your way up. Obviously, the hole for this is bigger than that, but that is still bigger than these holes. But trust me, to get it lined up right, this is the way to do it. I messed around a lot on the very first table, learned a lot, and figured out that having something that maybe sticks out a little bit from the fascia is a great idea. I may end up like angling this, but we'll see about that later. So this will take care of the 5 switch machines in back. Okay. Now I have 2 tracks that are isolated. Those are the ones that will have engines on them, and they don't need to be on the DCC circuit unless something's going to move. So I got that switch, and all these little goodies here, on, off. Okay. And that will have a red light anytime that switch is in the on position. So it's just a reminder, hey, that's still on. These are, by the way, these run AC or DC. And what I like also about it is I'm going to put these switches in, a little tiny. They're like a 1/4 of an inch by 1/2 an inch. And they have an off and on. So if I go down, this will be the red wire, off the black wire. And if any of these are getting a circuit, then one of these red lights will let me know. And the reason I'm doing this is I'd rather have the frog not powered, and then I give it, once I know which way the train I'm moving is going, then I can turn it on, a red light will come on. And so it just avoids the short circuit if I just do it from whatever movement I'm doing and then just shut it off. That way I'm not going to get a short circuit. So my DCC system can handle it, but I'm just taking it an extra step further. So these will be going along here, down along the bottom. This one is going to be way over here. And I think this is going to work out really nice. Have these with one of these lights right above it is going to look cool. So this is the first step. And as soon as I get the holes drilled and then enlarge the holes and put those in, I'll show you what that looks like. And hopefully it's a grand success. But thanks for watching. I appreciate y'all. See you soon. Bye.